Hey guys, what is up? It's Seb here at Leading Man Attraction, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you why I love getting rejected. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is where you can learn how to progressively improve your day game and get better results with the women that you want. So if that sounds good, subscribe and let's get right into the video. Okay, so first of all, I want to just clarify that I don't mean I actually seek out rejection when I approach women, and I do not get my students to actively pursue rejection. Of course, that is not what I teach, and that is not the objective of Daygame, right? You want to get successful with women, that's what you want. But at the same time, a lot of guys do not progress to a different level, they don't progress higher, they hit a plateau because they play it safe, they play it with the girls that they get positive responses with. They do not actually go for them 9s and then 10s because they are afraid of rejection, they are afraid of that feeling that you get for a rejection, and they plateau and they don't improve, right? But I want to tell you that rejection is fundamental to your progress in day game and to your progress with women. So here are 3 reasons why I love getting rejected and why I actually do not mind getting rejected. Rejection is part of the game. I always tell that to students, I always teach them that, and you need to know this too. Okay, so the first reason why I love getting rejected is that it enables you to progress to a different, higher level of game because you can learn from your mistakes. So, you might be approaching the 7s and the 8s and you are getting pretty good results. You might be getting quite a few numbers, especially if you've been doing it for a few months now, and you're pretty successful, right? But there is a level where you see that 9, you see that 10, you get extremely nervous and you still don't approach because you are afraid of rejection, or you think that she will reject you, right? So you already have that mindset engraved in you, and it is stopping you from approaching that 9, that 10, and you just let her go. And then you feel even fucking worse because you know that if you actually went up there and you gave yourself a chance, who knows, you could have had an amazing interaction, maybe a date, maybe more, right? If that is stopping you, I want to tell you that through rejection, you are going to be able to learn what works on these women and what doesn't. So what do they respond to? And you're going to be able to elevate your game to that next level so that, when you do get that 9 or a 10 next time, you're going to be able to know what works, what doesn't work, and how you can improve in that approach so that you get a better result, right? So the more you actually expose yourself to the thing that you are, potentially bad at or afraid of, then you are going to get naturally better, okay? And if you do self-analysis, then that is going to exponentially improve your game and exponentially improve your communication with women. So that's the first reason. You can learn from your mistakes. So the second reason why I love getting rejected, and I always teach my students to never fear rejection, is because if you experience enough rejections, you are able to build armor. You are able to build a thick skin so that rejection no longer affects your inner game, your natural mood. It's not going to affect you as much as at the beginning if you had that rejection, right? If you get a few of them in the day, if you do a lot of approaches, let's say 10, 15, and you get 6 or 7 rejections, you're going to start to naturally build armor about you, okay? You're not going to fear that rejection and you're not going to care about it because you're going to realize that it doesn't really matter that much, okay? You're never going to see that girl again. You're not going to think about it, okay, because you've got other thoughts in your mind. You've got another girl you're going to be approaching, so it's not going to affect you. And you'll realize that through mass approaching, through approaching a lot of girls, through getting multiple rejections, because the fact of the matter is, no matter what level you are at game, you're going to get rejected. And the higher you are, the more rejections you're going to get, because naturally you're going to be approaching more women. I approach dozens of women, right? And I get rejected. It's part of the game. Even as someone who's been doing it for a long time, even as a coach who can teach this, what works, what doesn't work, how to improve, I still get rejected. You know, not every approach is perfect. And you kind of analyze yourself all the time, and you always evolve your game. And you can only do that through approaching and through getting rejected. So that's reason number 2. You can build armor and you will not care about rejection as much as you do at the beginning, which will enable you to approach loads of different women, and especially those 9s and 10s that most of the time you might have just let go because you were afraid that she would reject you. Okay, so the third reason kind of connects to the first reason, and that is that you can actually progress through the stages of game and through your development very quickly with the more rejections that you get. Because if you get more rejections, then you'll know exactly what you're doing wrong, and then you'll be able to remove that from your next approach. So the more you approach, the more you get rejected, the more you're gonna actually progress in game, and the faster you're gonna improve, because you'll know what you need to do next and you'll know what you need to remove. Now, if you can get footage of you actually approaching women, then that is probably the best thing that you can use to analyze yourself and to analyze your game. You know, when I teach my students, we always analyze through video footage. So the student will be filmed, you know, by one of my camera guys, and will go out, and then after that, at the end of the day, we'll actually see that footage and analyze what he's doing. And that way, you know, you can actually see yourself and see what you're doing right, see what you need to improve on, and it's the best way of learning. Now, if you can't do that, you know, if you get a rejection and you don't have it on camera, right, you can always write it down in your notes, you know, if you're carrying a little notepad, or in your phone, and then analyze it when you're home. So the third reason is that you can very quickly eliminate your mistakes and very quickly start to build on the skills that you need in order to attract these women and in order to get results with the really attractive women that, you know, if you got a few rejections from them, you'll know why you got those rejections, right? Because you've actually analyzed yourself. Now guys, rejection is all about the outlook, right? So the way that you perceive rejection. If you perceive rejection in a negative way, if you let it affect you negatively, then it's not going to help you. It's just going to put you down, okay? And that is not what you want to be doing. You want to be always going up in your state of mind. So, you know, if I get a rejection, I never think about it. Shit, you know, that girl rejected me probably because my game is really bad, and you know, I was stuttering all the time, and you know, I just messed up, right? If you think about it like that, then you're actually gonna go down in your mood, and you're gonna feel bad about yourself, right? So what I want you to do, if you do get a rejection, is think about it positively, right? Okay, so think about it like this. Yeah, this girl rejected me. It's her loss, right? She missed her chance with me because I'm fucking awesome, right? I'm a great guy to hang out with, and she missed it. She missed her opportunity, right? I was inviting her to my world, and she missed out. Right? That is how you should be thinking about rejection, and then be critical with yourself and actually analyze it as well. So what could you have done better? But never think about it in a negative way. Always look at it positively, and that is how you're going to improve on game, and that is how you're going to have great fun with doing game. Okay guys, that is enough for me. That is the end of this video. I hope you found it informational and useful. If you did and you're new to the channel, subscribe. Check out some of my other videos like infields and breakdowns, as well as some tips on flirting and how to game in general. And yeah, if you did enjoy it, like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you guys thought, and I'll see you guys in the next video.